through the night to the sky. Come down and dance with us tonight in rivers of moonshine. I'm howling, silver light in the sky. I'm drowning, surrounded on all sides with rivers of moonshine.
Manny Diaz didn't know how to recruit. Guess what? Who did y'all get in the transfer protocol?
Nuts and honey.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing today? Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. I'm your humble host, Uncle Lou. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou. Live for you on LouTube today. I'm having some issues this morning. It's irritating me. Anyway. Got Ballard calling in today. Ballard, you here yet, buddy? Oh, this is going to be irritating. Microphone issues. We do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Tuesday and Thursday night at 10 p.m. Uncle Lou After Dark, the college football call-in show. And Monday nights at 10 p.m. Lunch Money with me and Pigskin Pete, where we spend a couple hours talking about absolutely nothing. That's right. Facts. Facts. And today's Friday, so this is the last day we get to look at who did we say this was running the ball? I can't remember now. I can't remember who we said that is running the ball there. Somebody making Penn State look awfully silly, though. I remember at first I thought it was Pat White. It's not Pat White. Who is that? I can't remember who. I can't believe I forgot who that is. Major Harris. Thank you, D4. Ground control to Major Harris. Wee. Yeah. Anyway, appreciate all of you tuning in. I hope y'all had a good week. I had a pretty good week. Supposed to go out of town tomorrow, but I might end up not having to go. Lou Jr. has a soccer thing in Atlanta. Well, right outside of Atlanta, Sandy Springs. If you guys are familiar with the area. He has a soccer thing at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Normally, we'd go up today, spend the night in Atlanta or Sandy Springs or whatever, get up, go to the game. But there's like a 80% chance of rain starting at like 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I'm not going up there today, spending the night in a hotel just to get up tomorrow morning and find out the game is canceled. So we're just going to get up at like 6 in the morning here tomorrow, leave about 7 in the morning. And, you know, maybe they'll cancel it before we hit the road. But I have a feeling what'll happen is I'll be halfway there. You know, it'll be 9:30 or 10 in the morning. I'll be halfway there up in Conyers or something. And they'll send the note that the game is canceled. And I'll have to turn around and drive home. But so I don't know. I'm hope if it's going to rain tomorrow, I would prefer that it started raining at like 7 in the morning. So they can go ahead and just cancel the game then before I have to spend half the day driving halfway to Atlanta and halfway back for no particular reason. I mean, obviously, I hope it just doesn't rain at all so he can play his game. But if it's going to rain and if it's going to get canceled, let it get canceled before Uncle Lou hits the road in the morning. That's the worst. That's the worst. So, we'll see. We shall see. What's up, Slim Shady Canes? How you doing, buddy? Captain Trips. Tiger Cat. Tiger Cat's going to be on the show. When are you coming on the show, TK? What day did we say? TK is going to be co-hosting with me. I think is it one day next week? Hell, was it today? I can't remember. Tuesday. I've been a little unorganized lately. You know, I've been a little unorganized lately. I need to look at my email because I feel like there's a couple of other people who are co-hosting too. And I can't remember the days. I got to start writing this stuff down again. I could give you a pretty good excuse as to why I've been so disorganized and discombobulated lately. But I don't you wouldn't really care though, would you? You guys don't really care what the reason is, do you? You just want me to you just want me to get it together. You don't really care what the reason is, do you? There's no point in me telling you the reason, is there? Lizard Circus, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Rick Sanchez. Brian Byack. Brian Byack. Seems like I hadn't seen you in a while. Maybe you've been here and I just haven't caught your comments, but it's good to see you in here this morning, sir. Michael Vick says, Ballard told me he's sick today. Well, you see, this is why Ballard got fired after 6 minutes at Buffalo Wild Wings. Is Ballard supposed to be coming on your show this morning, Mike Vick? No. He's supposed to be coming on this show. So, shouldn't he be calling me and telling me he's sick? See, this is why I don't understand what's wrong. I don't get it. I don't understand. The Real Big Lee, what's up, buddy? Rob Dog, Sea Dog. Sea Dog friended me on Facebook the other day. You know, so whenever someone sends me a friend request and I accept it, of course, the first thing I do is go to their page and start nosing around, and and then I post a completely irrelevant picture in whatever their most recent Facebook post is. I just post some kind of picture that doesn't have anything to do with anything. I think I posted a picture of a kazoo on his Facebook page. Good morning, Christy. Jordan Bowman. Yeah, if Ballard doesn't come on today, because let's be real. It's boring as hell. Ballard calls in and reads us the headlines off of ESPN.com every Friday. It's boring, but trying to give him an opportunity to be heard. You know, he wants to do this YouTube thing. So I try to give him an opportunity to come on, but the guy shows up half the time. And now I find out he's sick today, but instead of calling me and telling me he's sick, he calls Mike Vick for no reason to tell Mike Vick he's sick. So that's just unacceptable. And then he keeps, I mean, the guy lives in Central Time. I'm in Eastern Time. How many weeks has he come on at 9:15 saying, oh, I forgot I'm an hour behind? Okay, tell Neo I said good morning. Yeah. Katusa, what's up, sir? I was surprised, C-Dog, when I pulled up the gift thing and typed in kazoo. I was surprised. Well, first of all, I was surprised there was any at all, but there was a bunch of them. So I don't know. Every day I might just go to your Facebook page and post a gif of a kazoo. I don't know. Mike Vick says, I'm feeling a lot better than I did at 4 a.m. Oh, that's good. Is that when you were talking with Ballard on the phone? Was it 4 a.m.? Because if that's the case, it's not that he's sick. It's that he's just still sleeping. I mean, I'm trying to do this guy a favor and get him signed up on Tinder and Christian Mingle, and he can't even have the courtesy to show up. When did Ballard tell you he was sick, VicTube? I don't know. Anyway, shout out to Mike Reiser. He was the winner last week on Friday. So we've had the pleasure of looking at this Major Harris clip all week long. But all good things must come to an end. Today's the last day we'll be staring at this. Whoever has the highest super chat or PayPal at the end of today's show will get to pick the picture that we put up here all of next week. It can be a funny picture, a troll picture. We've had people send in pictures of their kids dressed up in their college team gear, whatever. You send whatever, as long as it's YouTube appropriate, I'll put it up. Some kind of picture you want to use to troll me, whatever. You just send me the picture, I'll put it up. Highest super chat or highest PayPal at the end of today's show. There you go. So I finished The Undoing yesterday. So I saw somebody mention it in the comment section earlier when the music was still going. It was a good show, and it ends too. So a lot of these shows anymore, they don't end because they say, well, if we don't end it, then we can make another season. Well, no, this one ended. This one ended, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's only 6 episodes long. It's pretty good though. It's on HBO Max, not Netflix, so you have to have HBO Max to watch it, but it's pretty good. Hugh Grant, Nicole Kidman, is that her name? Yeah, Nicole Kidman, Hugh Grant. Good show. 6 episodes long. When is Stranger Things coming out? July, I think. And when's Ozark coming out too? Those are the two really that I'm waiting on. I mean, it's nice to find some new ones that you didn't know, like Who Killed Sarah and The Undoing or whatever. But Stranger Things and Ozark need to come out quick, fast, and in a hurry. Oh, tonight's the big night too. Me and Lou Jr. movie night. We're watching Kong. What is it? Godzilla vs. Kong. Is it Godzilla vs. Kong or Kong vs. Godzilla? I don't know. We're watching that, and we're watching the Mortal Kombat movie that comes out today. Watching 2 movies today. Yeah, I can't wait for your big moment, Sea Dog, where I get to see your handiwork in Ozark. I mean, Ballard called into my show last night at 10:30. Said he was calling in today. I even told him what I wanted him to talk about. And he said, okay, sounds good. The whole thing. And then when my show ended at like midnight, I noticed that he was live streaming. So he wasn't sick at 10:30 when he called into my call-in show last night, and he wasn't sick at midnight when he was live streaming on YouTube for 3 people. But sometime between midnight and now, he called Mike Vick to tell him he was sick, which I still don't know how that happened. Chess is having a temper tantrum and has left Ballard like 100 voicemails. What's he having a temper tantrum about? About Chess not showing up? I mean about Ballard not showing up? He'll show up at 9:15 like he did the last couple of weeks. I'm going to eat lunch today with a friend of mine from high school. I haven't seen in a while. I see him every once in a while. We haven't hung out in forever. I'll see him out. Like I saw him at a restaurant a few months ago. We were all up there eating, and like 5 minutes after we got there, he walked in with his whole family, whatever. So I talked to him for a few minutes, but haven't hung out with him in a long time. But I'm gonna go eat lunch with him today. That's a big deal for me. I like to just hide in the house all the time. But no, I'm gonna go out and eat lunch today. I'm gonna go out in public today. No, not Mexican. We're going to a local place called, if you live in the Augusta area, you'll know it. It's in Evans. It's called Goolsby's. But it's like it's a home cooking place. You know, it's home cooking. You know, country fried steak, pork chops, mashed potatoes, green beans, turnip greens, cornbread, that kind of thing. It's really good, though. It's really good. They don't even really have a menu. They just they cook something different every day, and you just go in and they'll have 2 or 3 meats that day and 5 or 6 vegetables, and you just pick what you want. It's like you guys remember Piccadilly or SNS Cafeteria? It's like that, but much smaller because this is just a local owned. This isn't a chain. This is just a local owned thing. But it's kind of like that. You walk through the line with a tray and you tell them what, I want that, and that. And they load it up on the plate and give it to you, Yeah, they almost always have fried chicken there, Celine. In fact, I think every time I've ever been there, they've had fried chicken. And then they'll have 2 or 3 or 4 other meats, depending on the day. They change it up. I don't put vinegar in my turnip greens. I just put a lot of pepper, a little bit of salt. I don't mind vinegar in them, but I don't add vinegar to it. But some depending on where you get it, some people it's already in there. But so I don't mind it, but I don't add vinegar to my greens. There's another local place here that I go to for my fried chicken, Wife Saver. That's my favorite fried chicken here in town. It's true, Slim. That's facts, buddy. It's rare to see the elusive Uncle Lou out in the wild. I'm a homebody. I am a homebody. Yeah, we used to have a Piccadilly here. I think it's closed, but well, we used to have 2. There used to be one in the mall and one in town, but I think they're both closed now. I'm not sure. I was never a big fan of Piccadilly. The food at this place isn't anything like Piccadilly at Goolsby's. It's way better, but it's that. At Piccadilly, you get a tray, and it's almost like the lunch line at school. That's how you put your tray down, and you slide your tray down the rails, and that's how Goolsby's is, but it's just much smaller. The food is way better than anything you'd ever get at Piccadilly. I was never a big fan of Piccadilly. My granddaddy used to love Piccadilly for some reason, so. If I was ever staying with him or for a couple of, if I ever stayed with my granddaddy for a couple of days, there was 2 places I knew we were going. Well, actually 3 places I knew we were going. We were going to go to Hardee's for breakfast one morning. He thought their biscuits were the best thing ever. We were going to go to Waffle House at least once, and we were going to go to Piccadilly at least once. Those three things were happening if you stayed with my granddaddy for more than a couple of days. Piccadilly is a buffet that doubles as an old folks' home. Facts. And then for some reason around here, if you go to church on Sunday, I think you have to go to Piccadilly afterwards. I'm not sure which one of the commandments that is, but it must be one of them. It has to be one of them. For some reason, the church man loves Piccadilly. You know who else loves Piccadilly for no reason, and it's really irritating? Groups of 16 people or more. They love Piccadilly too. God. There'd be 18 people in there from the same family or whatever. Yeah, that's what I used to get when I went to Piccadilly. That's what I would get, the hamburger steak. Yeah. Piccadilly sounds provocative. I hear you. I hear you. I don't know if the Piccadilly shut down or not. I mean, there was a time where almost all the restaurants here were shut down. But like there was a Golden Corral here. I think it shut down permanently. I don't think it's ever opening back up. So I don't know. Jews don't do Piccadilly. Why? Not kosher enough for you? Not kosher enough for you, huh? Anyone here from what? Eli? Anyone in here from Eli J? What is that? What is that? Some city I'm pronouncing wrong? I think we still have a Whataburger here. I know we did for a long, long time. I think we still do. I'm not a... I mean, it's okay. There's better hamburger spots here than Whataburger, though, in my opinion. If I call Ballard, will he answer, yes or no?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 81376333246 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Jesus Christ was never late. And if he was going to skip work, he let him know ahead of time. Stop sinning, sir. No, Rick, his second coming is right on time. It's the people that have the fetish that he's coming back tomorrow that are wrong, not Jesus. Jesus is coming back on time. It's these people that have this fetish with him coming back tomorrow, literally since the day after he crawled out of that tomb. You know? What was it? Wasn't he was killed on a Friday and came back to life on a Sunday, right? That following Monday, this fetish started about how he's coming back tomorrow. And that was 2,000 something years ago, and they still doing it. He's coming tomorrow. He's coming tomorrow. Free beer tomorrow. The sign they put out in front of the Hooters. Free beer tomorrow. You take your dumb ass to Hooters tomorrow. The same sign is still there. You're looking for your free beer. They're pointing to the sign going, no, it's tomorrow. You're all confused. You get in your car and go back to your trailer. Show up at Hooters again the next day. Same thing. Still, free beer tomorrow. These people have been with the Jesus is coming back tomorrow ever since the Monday after he came out of the tomb. It's a fetish with these people. So no, Jesus is not late. Whenever Jesus comes back, it'll be on time. Which I can guarantee you won't be tomorrow. I know what we can do. This will be great.
Hello?
You liar.
Lie about what?
You said you weren't coming on YouTube till next Monday.
You called me.
You didn't have to answer. You knew I'm streaming. You wanted to be on YouTube. You liar.
Oh, shut up. You called me. Dick. What's up, bro?
Hey,
Yeah, man.
you did it. I'm proud of you. And I've been going around trying to find people that, hey, have you seen Chess? Like, is he doing something and I haven't seen it? And they all said no. So, and people miss you.
I miss everybody.
Doesn't that
too.
make you feel good? You disappear for a week and people actually miss you?
Yeah, I do. I missed all of y'all. I missed the morning show a
Yeah.
lot. I tried to call Ballard 14 times, just letting you know.
Yeah. I don't know what his problem is, but I plan on finding out.
All right.
So anyway, I'll let you go because I don't want anybody to use this against you. You've done a great job. We'll see you Monday morning.
All right, man.
All right,
See
buddy.
you.
Bye. Travis Collins, thank you for hitting the super chat, sir. He says, my church was progressive. We went to Ryan's. Oh, man. Rob Dog, thank you for hitting the PayPal link this morning, sir. I really appreciate that. He says, Rob Dog here. Let me be the first to contribute to fund for all condoms Ballard is going to need on Tinder hookups. Best of luck. How do y'all think that's going to go? I'm signing Ballard up. I'm signing Ballard up for Tinder and Christian Mingle. So that'll be interesting. And we'll give updates here on the morning show once a week. We're going to do it on Fridays since he is supposed to call in every Friday. But, of course, today he can't be bothered. He sent me the picture last night, too, that he wants me to use on his profile. So this will be good. No, I'm not going to sign him up for Grindr. Stop it. Stop it. My assholishness has its limits. Send Ballard to a Gold's Club? Oh my God, his head would explode. His head would explode. Farmers only. Well, we'll start with Tinder and Christian Mingle. See how that goes. If for some reason that's not working out, then we'll expand our horizons. You know what I mean? Golden Blue Dude says, as long as you do the messaging for him, Ballard will do great. Then they will meet face to face. Yeah, I guess I'll do the messaging for him in the beginning, but at some point, if some girl shows any interest at all, at some point, I'm just going to message her Ballard's phone number and let him take it from there. I'm not sending around. Listen, I'm not spending hours a day messaging girls pretending to be Ballard. No way. I'm just trying to get him the initial setup and then let him run with it after that. Scott Kerr, thank you for the super chat, sir. Thank you, Golden Blue Dude, too. Scott Kerr says, Ballard is going to need money for his symptoms of chlamydia. Or maybe he dates a girl with that name. Chlamydia would be a great stripper name. Next up to the stage, the very lovely Chlamydia. Wouldn't that be great? Fellas, it's that time. Get your $2 bills out. Welcome to the stage. The very sexy Chlamydia.
Damn! Shit! Look at the ass on that bitch. Look at the titties.
There's only one place where we can go to see freaky hoes doing shows, doing tricks to make us holler on a given night, all for $1. Silicone breasts, oil on their chest, not like us but above the rest. They'll do anything to turn us on. Them hoes got it going on.
I like big booty and big old titties. Bitch, you know you've been fucked by many, so come and be my private dancer. I got some money if that's the answer. I really wanna be with you. I get hard after seeing you. How hard? Hard like a rock when you make that pussy pop. Pop that pussy, hey!
All right, fellas. Let's welcome to the stage. Stand up and clap for gonorrhea.
Hey, pop that pussy, baby. Pop that pussy. Hey, pop that pussy, baby.
Marcus, there's a strip club in Atlanta somewhere that's divided into two sections, and it's male on one side and female on the other. And you got these married people that walk in the front door. They give each other a hug. The husband goes one way, the wife goes the other.
Look at this photograph.
I've been to the Pink Pony before. One time, I think. I've never been to the Gold. I went to the not the Gold Club, but the Cheetah. I went to one time, which I'm not sure which one. One of them got shut down because they found out it was being ran by the Russian mob. I can't remember which one it was, if it was Cheetah or Gold Club. The Cheetah and the Gold Club are high end. Costs a lot of money to go there. Pink Pony, you can go to the Pink Pony with $100 and have a pretty good time. It's yeah. Katusa said, I knew a stripper named Chandelier. You knew a stripper, huh? I went to a strip club one time and seen a girl I went to high school with. That was strange. I don't know what do you mean? Are we waiting for Ballard? I don't know what you mean. Did you ever go see the Snake Lady? Everyone here has seen the Snake Lady. I went to school with the Snake Lady's daughter. There used to be a strip club here that had midgets. I don't know if they still do or not. Jordan says a couple of girls he went to high school with are on OnlyFans now. Well, you should tell us who they are. We'll sign up for it. I'll sign up for it. Tell him Jordan said hello. Yeah. It does appear that Chess is more reliable than Ballard. Yeah, Ballard was supposed to be on today, but he's not. I don't know if he overslept or died. I don't know what happened to him. Scott says, is there a strip club in Pigeon Forge? I have no idea. Any new word on EDP? Not that I have heard, but I'm sure on Monday Chess will fill us in. Mountaineer Mike, thank you for hitting that super chat. Sir, he says, something about strippers makes me wonder what you order from the Chinese restaurant. what I order from the Chinese restaurant. I love Chinese food, but there's only 3 or 4 things I eat. But I love those 3 or 4 things. But I don't eat a bunch of different. I'm not eating the poo-poo platter and the moo-moo guy pan, and I don't care who General So is, and I'm not eating any of his beef. I eat chicken wings, egg rolls, all different kinds of fried rice, pork fried rice, chicken fried rice, whatever, vegetable fried rice. I like pepper steak, and I like beef and broccoli. That's about the only things I ever eat when I go to Chinese, whether it's a buffet or a sit-down restaurant. Like we have a P.F. Chang's here, and when I go to P.F. Chang's, I get the same thing every time. I get lettuce wraps, pepper steak, and pork fried rice. Same thing every time. I'm a creature of habit that way. Lizard Circus, thank you for the super chat. He says, next time, the loser of the Slob Olympics should buy everyone dinner when it's all over. Well, that's an expensive proposition. Imagine if Ballard gets matched with Babe. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. For some reason, I bet Chess Hall has had conversations with every single girl that's ever been on Tinder. I bet Chess has never swiped. Which way do you swipe when you say no to somebody? I bet he's never swiped that. I bet Chess just pulls those things up and just accepts every girl. I bet he's never. What is it? If you swipe left for no, is that what it is? Or right, whatever it is, swipe left, whichever one it is for no. I bet he's never swiped that direction. The bet says swipe left is a decline. I bet he's never swiped left. Mike Reiser, you say you win it again, huh? Thank you for the PayPal, sir. That's very generous. Very generous. Thank you. Ballard swiped left on showing up today. Facts. Facts. Mike Vick swiped on Celine? Oof. Golden Blue Dude says, I actually hooked up with 3 women on Tinder. Dated one for 6 months. Still good friends with her to this day. That was like 5 or 6 years ago. I didn't even know they'd been around that long. D4 says Ballard's getting chubby. He swipes right on Uber Eats. Rick says Ballard's going to show up on that MTV catfishing show for catfishing women. That was after my divorce and I was getting desperate. Penicillin would be another good stripper name. Scott. Fellas. Get out your hand sanitizer and help me welcome to the stage the very, very lovely Penicillin.
Freaky bitches with plenty of ass, rolling to the music and shaking real fast. Bend over backwards, make mishaps, and work that pussy in and out. Moving your body with plenty of action, bringing to the men more satisfaction. Do what it feels to turn us out. Just work that pussy all the way out.
What stories you talking about, Golden Blue Dude? Tinder stories? Here, call in. Do you have my cell phone number? Call my cell phone number if you have it.
In the 305, bitches treat me like I'm Uncle Lou.
Well, just email me your phone number then and I'll call you. But we don't want to hear anything boring about West Virginia or anything else. We just want to hear your Tinder stories. Michael Gill says, I met my girlfriend on Tinder. Not joking either. You never know. I think it's pretty normal, especially for younger people. Like maybe, I don't know, anybody under 30 or whatever. Probably most people have met somebody that way. Not old people like me, but younger people. All right, I see it. I'll give you a call. But we don't want to know anything about West Virginia or your shoe collection. We just want to hear about your Tinder stories. It must be time for me to take my contacts out and wear my glasses for a few days. I feel like I can't read the screen. Everything looks blurry. Let's see if I dialed the right number.
You dialed the wrong number.
Shake it, don't break it. It took your mama 9 months to make it. Bend over and spread 'em, girl. Show.
Welcome to the stage, the very skinny and underdeveloped golden blue dude.
That'd be a good stage name, and you know it.
You know I like that freaky shit. Girl, you know you look so cute. Throwing that pussy the way you do. Pump that pussy, hey, pump that pussy.
I'd have some good moves for that.
Get your $5 bills and your strap-ons ready, ladies. And welcome to the
Nothing
stage.
less than 10. Nothing less than 10. They got to have at least 10.
And yes, he's double jointed, golden blue dude. Ladies, calm down. You act like it's the first time you've seen a dancing pipe cleaner. What's up, buddy?
Not much. I'm entertained. Not gonna lie, I'm entertained.
Good. So you met some people off of these off of which one you said? Tinder or a different one? Tinder. Okay.
It was Tinder. Yeah. There was another site, but I can't remember the name of it. It was very popular back then too.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it though.
So what happened?
Well, the first one that I was talking about was the girl that I actually dated. We matched up like really, really quick. So we exchanged phone numbers and it went great. And we, the thing is though, we met face to face, and I sent her pics, and it was all of me. I didn't send her any fake pictures or anything like that. So when we meet, she's like, "Huh, I thought you'd be bigger than that." I was like, "Everybody says that. Everybody says that. I guess I look normal in pictures. It adds like 10, 15 pounds. And then, you see me in real life, you're like, dang, that dude is skinny." So yeah, that happened, but it didn't deter her. We had the date. We hooked up. We actually dated for 6 months after that, and we're actually fairly close friends.
Yeah.
Not like close, but like we don't hate each other. Something like that, I guess.
I guess that's good.
Yeah.
So that actually turned into an actual relationship then.
Yep, it did. It did. And so, after that, after we broke up, I was like, you know what? It worked one time. Maybe it'll work again.
Did you ever get Did you ever meet somebody and go, okay, that ain't the pictures you sent me or whatever, or what?
Well, sort of. So there was this one chick that I was talking to, messaging to, and we arranged a date. And when we met, she actually sent her sister to see if I was a creep.
Oh, damn.
I'm like, whoa, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, if if a dude's a creep, they're a creep. It doesn't matter if it's you, your sister, or whoever. So that plan didn't even make sense to me. But yeah, that actually happened.
Damn.
Good news is she told her sister that I was not a creep, so I did get to meet the real girl, and she I don't know if she used a filter or whatever, but she was not very attractive at all.
Right.
Not like her pictures.
Yeah.
She got me.
She got you good too.
Yeah, I remember that very vividly. And then this other chick, so we started messaging on there, and we had one date, and then she wanted to come over and hang out, or whatever. Well, she didn't tell me that she had a baby like very recently, like super recently. So she comes over and she has, I think it was a month and a half or 2 months old. I'm like, okay, didn't know that. And she wanted to hook up right then and with the baby in the room. I was like, that's not happening. That is not happening. Yeah.
Oh,
there's some weirdos out there. I'm telling you, that was a weird one right there.
Yeah. Where was this at? Was this where you live now, or where you lived before?
It was in South Carolina, but it was in Greenville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I live in Liberty right now.
Right.
But fortunately, I actually ended up getting back together with my first love, actually, and that's who I married, and everything worked out for the best.
Yeah, we don't care about that. We just want the Tinder. We just want the Tinder horror stories.
I was just trying to give you a happy ending, Lou. That's all.
Whoa.
But there's a lot of crazy stuff in between.
I'm just here for the massage. That's it.
Just the massage.
Yes. I'm not.
Yeah.
Whatever happy ending you're talking about, that's a different. I don't know who.
I was talking about my happy ending with my wife.
Oh, she's a massage person.
I don't know. She hasn't revealed that information. If she is,
she gives you a happy ending without the massage first.
Sometimes.
Oh. I guess
depends on
okay.
Depends on if I've done pretty good throughout the week,
right,
as far as doing what I'm told.
You've done all your chores, then.
Yep.
Yeah. That's good.
You know how it is.
Yeah,
you know how it is.
Yeah. I understand. That's good.
What about you? Do you have any crazy stories like that? Maybe
no.
not necessarily Tinder, but
when I was
a crazy date.
No, when I was like, I don't know, early 20s or something, none of this stuff existed. Now they did have you remember AOL?
Yeah.
They used to have AIM, Instant Messenger.
Yep.
And it was kind of a dumbed down version of what some of this stuff is now. And me and a buddy of mine did meet two girls off of Instant Messenger or something one time. And I can't remember. We either went to we did go out with them. I think it was to the movies, or you know what? It might have been the fair. Was it the fair? I don't even remember. We went out with them one time, and that was it. But it wasn't. That was nothing like all this stuff they have now.
Yeah, y'all couldn't send like pictures or anything like that, right?
I don't think so. And we were weird. When we wanted to meet girls, we went out and looked for them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did that. Yep.
These people now, they just sit at home in their underwear and swipe on their phone. That's how they look for women. I don't get it.
Well,
but it's because
I did
I'm
that
old.
when I was before. No, you're good, man. I did the same thing before my first marriage. Cruising, clubs, all that stuff. But then after I got divorced, it was just like I felt like I was too old to be doing stuff like that. So I just kind of stayed away from the dating scene altogether. But then, things catch up with you. You're like, man, I'd really like to meet a woman, like right now. You know how it is. Maybe you don't. I don't know. So it gets to be like that. And this other story was, this girl was from Tennessee. I met her on Tinder. And I thought we were just, going to talk on Tinder or whatever. She's like, no, I want to come and meet you. I was like, oh, okay. That's like a 4-hour drive, though. Sure, okay. So she comes down, and we arranged a meeting spot. Okay. So it was at the Cleveland Park in Greenville, South Carolina. So we arranged the meeting there. So I told her where I was going to be. There was this specific spot right off the parking lot, and there was this bench. It was very recognizable and all that stuff. So I was sitting there, and it was getting to be like 10, 15 minutes late. I was like, she's going to stand me up. And so we had to exchange numbers. And so I called her. I was like, hey, I'm here. Where are you? She's like, I'm here too. I'm looking around. I was like, where are you at? And so I'm looking around, and I see this girl on her phone. And it was her. But I didn't know it was her because she was like, I'd say a good 60 or 70 pounds heavier than what I saw in the pictures. I was like, oh no. I didn't think that was going to happen to me, but it did. she was, I mean, I felt bad for her, so I still like came up to her and talked and all that stuff, but I did not pursue that after that. I wasn't mad because I kind of felt bad for her, but at the same time, you know, that feeling of when you get duped is not a good feeling at all.
Yeah. Now, if it wouldn't have been for the fact that she drove all that way, like let's say she lived in the same town, so she just drove 5 minutes, and you're sitting in the car and you see that, do you think you just would have cranked the car up and pulled off?
Yep, absolutely.
So, but you're a nice guy.
That's what I.
You're
that's
a
what
nice
I meant
guy.
by I feel bad for her.
Yeah, you're a nice guy, and she drove all that way. So
yeah.
So did you just get out and say hey, and that was it, or did y'all actually go somewhere and do something?
No, we didn't. We didn't actually go somewhere. We kind of just walked around the park and talked and stuff. She tried. Bless her heart. She tried to hold my hand and put her arm around me and stuff. I was like, in a nice way, just kind of slowly. I didn't like smack her hand or throw it down or anything like that, but I kind of like not noticingly, slowly put it down, slide it out as we're talking,
right?
Make it not noticeable. Because, like you said, you know, she drove 4 hours, so I felt bad for her. I didn't want to mess her up for the rest of her life, you know?
Right. You didn't want to scar her emotionally.
Exactly.
I understand.
Exactly.
That's understandable. Yeah, you're a nice guy. Now, Slim Shady has an interesting idea. It's not one that I'm sure you'll be interested in, but maybe you will. But he says we need to start a LouTube-inspired Chippendales group. Starting out with Chess Hall and Golden Blue Dude as the first two members. You know what that reminds me of, Slim? Or did you watch a lot of Saturday Night Live?
Yes, I was thinking of Chris Farley and
Patrick
his
Swayze.
Buddy,
there's a famous Saturday Night Live Chippendale skit, and it's
I was watching that yesterday, dude.
It's Patrick Swayze when he was in his prime, and Chris Farley, you know, and they're Chippendale dancers. That's kind of what that visual of Chess Hall and Golden Blue Dude kind of reminds me of.
That is a crazy thing that you said that, because there's actually a documentary out on Chris Farley that I was just watching while I tuned into your show. Like, it was on my TV because I don't work today.
Yeah.
My daughter's sick, but it's on A&E. I don't know if it's on right now. I went outside, but it's crazy because that scene is on that documentary. And so that's how I remembered it, like, immediately off the top of my head, because I was literally watching it a few minutes ago.
Yeah. Maybe we can get Chess Hall next year for the Slob Olympics. His costume could be a Chippendales outfit.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
If we didn't think we got enough attention this year, we'll get it next year. That's for sure. That's a good one. I like that idea.
Yeah. That would be great.
Yeah. Oh, I just thought of it. The name of that other dating site that I was trying to think of, Plenty of Fish. That's the name of it.
Oh, I think I've heard of that before too.
Yeah, that was big back then.
Yeah.
I didn't meet anybody off of that, though. I don't know why it just didn't happen.
Yeah. Lizard Circus, thank you for hitting the super chat, sir. He says, my last ex-girlfriend, Rebecca, treated me like a god. She ignored my existence and only talked to me when she needed something.
That's good. That's good right there. Yeah.
That's funny. So what would you what do you think Ballard's chances are? Now, he sent me a picture, and it's a normal looking, I mean, it's a good looking picture. So
right.
So that's the picture I'm going to use for his profile picture on Tinder or whatever when I make the account.
Okay.
So tell me how this is going to go. So I'm going to make this Tinder account with Ballard, and then I'm just going to swipe whichever way means you like the person on almost every single picture.
Right. It'll be swipe right.
So then what happens?
So if he gets on the other end, if the girl also swipes right, it'll be a match. and I guarantee you he will get some matches. Everybody gets a match. Probably a bunch of them, actually. So then I don't know if it'll be you or him, whichever, will go through and be like, this is a maybe, this is a no, this is a yes. You know, just like you got to filter them because you're going to get matches.
Right.
So you'll filter them, and I would at least try to filter down to 3 because anything past that and you'll go crazy.
Yeah.
So at least try to filter it down to 3, and then out of those 3, that's when you start talking to them, and you just got to figure out which conversation is going in the direction you want it to go. And I don't know what direction he wants the conversations to go, so that'll be up to him.
Well, it's up to me.
Up to you. Okay.
No, well, but let me ask you this though. So when I start swiping on all these pictures, and then one of them swipes on Ballard's picture, it notifies me or something that that's a match, and then I can message them in Tinder, right? I don't have to give them my phone number, do I?
No.
Okay.
You can message in Tinder.
Okay. And so if I'm messaging these people for a while and they want, and then they want a phone number, then I can just send them Ballard's phone number. They won't know. And then they'll be messaging Ballard on the phone, and I can be done with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. So because all I'm looking to do is get the ball rolling for Ballard, and then he can just ride it, and then he can just ride it downhill on his cell phone.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking
that makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be spending a month talking to these people. This is this is going to be like a 10 or 15 minute thing or whatever, and then I'm sending them Ballard's phone number.
So I got a quick question for you. Do you have not like super in depth, but do you have maybe a roundabout knowledge of Ballard's dating history?
No, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that he doesn't have one.
Well, yeah. I mean, like in the past, like how they've gone, or
I'm going to say he doesn't have one.
Oh, he doesn't have a history at all. Okay.
That's my guess. He lived a sheltered life.
Yeah, I mean that was how my life was. My parents, my dad was a pastor. I mean, we were in church 3 times a week and stuff. So whenever I turned 18, got out of school, I went freaking nuts, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I sowed my wild oats. So I didn't know if because I knew he had a sheltered childhood, but that doesn't necessarily mean that once you are an adult that you're going to stay in that demeanor. Sometimes people do, sometimes people don't. That's why I asked that question.
Yeah. I mean, these would be great questions for me to be asking Ballard right now, you know?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he couldn't be bothered to show up today.
Yeah, he had to clip his toenails this morning.
He had to do something, but whatever it was more important than coming on here. But which I said before, I don't understand. He called my call-in show at 10:30 last night just to tell me that he was calling in today. Like there was no other reason he called. And I even told him, to talk about the Olympics today too. It was a whole thing. He was like, "Yeah, I'll do that." And then at midnight,
he has like sleeping problems, maybe.
I don't know. And then at midnight, he was live streaming, and he didn't seem sick to me then. But apparently he's sick now or something. I don't know. And he had to call Mike Vick to tell him he was sick, but he's not supposed to go on Mike Vick's show this morning. I mean, that's like you work at Burger King. You get up in the morning and you're sick, so you call McDonald's and tell them. I mean, what good does that do?
It sounds to me like, number one, he's scared of confrontation, so he doesn't want to tell you because he doesn't want to disappoint you, or he doesn't want you to be angry or anything like that. So he tells somebody that knows will tell you so that he doesn't have to face the confrontation.
Yeah, that's like when you want to break up with a girl, but you don't want to do it to her face. You tell your friend to tell her friend to tell her that I think we should see other people.
Oh, and you need to make sure that he knows that for this Tinder thing, because with Tinder, you don't, this isn't, you meet their family and all that stuff. If it doesn't go well, you're going to have to break it to them yourself. Not like, I'm going to have my brother call them. No,
Right.
they don't know your brother. You're going to have to do it yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm pulling for Ballard.
I am too. I really am. And I told him that. I think a lot of people are. He is a good guy.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. But everybody needs some type of companionship, you know. So I think you're doing him a good service.
You think?
I think maybe he's a
lonely?
little scared to do it himself, and yes, he's probably a little lonely, and somebody just has to kind of jumpstart him. So sounds to me like that's what you're doing.
Yeah, and I'm not saying this to put him down, but he probably doesn't have a lot of friends because he just recently moved from Florida to Alabama to live with his grandparents. So I mean, It's not like he's surrounded by a bunch of kids he's known forever and went to school with or whatever. He's probably, he probably could use some companionship of the female variety. So,
oh, yeah.
Slim Shady, thank you for hitting the PayPal link, sir. I really appreciate that. He says, I hate to say it, but I found out the hard way not to eat at the all-you-can-eat buffet at a strip club. Titties and tater tots don't mix. It's always been funny to me that there are some strip clubs that have buffets in them. I don't know why this has always been funny to me. And
oh yeah. Well, when I worked for, I used to be a delivery driver for Papa John's, and one of the regulars as far as ordering was people at the strip club, and I had never been to that one. So, whenever I delivered, I saw titties. They were dancing, all that stuff. But they had one of those all-you-can-eat bars there, and I was like, what? I had never been to a strip bar that had an all-you-can-eat buffet. So
who was ordering
really
the
do
food then?
exist.
Like the people that worked there were ordering the food?
Yeah, there was,
okay.
No, I think it was somebody that was, hold on, let me think. No, it wasn't a worker at there. It was somebody that was there.
Oh, okay, and they just didn't want to eat off the buffet, so they had you bring them.
Yeah, I don't know if they got in trouble for that though.
Now, what type of food?
Usually,
what type of food were people ordering to the strip club?
just like regular, a pizza,
Okay.
whatever. I work for Papa John's, just stuff like, whatever.
Yeah.
The garlic knots, they really like those. I will say that. A lot of garlic knots.
Yeah. I don't know. Is garlic the best thing to be eating at a strip club? What do you think?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But this was a very, like I said, this was a very low class strip club. So I don't think they were too worried about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not, oh my gosh, that place was nasty. I mean, in my early 20s, I went to a few strip clubs, and they were mostly actually really nice as far as the setup. But this one that I delivered to, it was not nice at all.
Yeah.
You could tell it was very, very low budget. Very low budget. I actually didn't feel comfortable delivering there, not because it was a strip bar, but because of the location in the town. Because the Papa John's that I worked for, we had a delivery area in places that we should not have been going to. I got robbed once. They had a gun. I thought it was real. It turned out to be a BB gun because whenever they ran off, they actually shot me with it and hit me in the back. But luckily, it was a BB gun.
Yeah, Friction Vixen. When can you come on? That would be amazing. Friction Vixen says strip club I worked at in Texas had the dirtiest kitchen I've ever seen. I would love to have somebody on the morning show that worked in a strip club.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to hear some of those. In fact, can you come on every day next week?
And that could fill a whole month right there.
Oh man, can you? I bet anybody that's worked at a strip club for any amount of time must just have some of the craziest stories.
I can't even imagine. Yeah, because I've seen some stuff, but actually working there,
yeah,
it'd be crazy. That'd kind of be like stories of a CO officer in a corrections facility. There's a lot. I don't know if you know. There's a lot of prison YouTube channels out there now, and it's mostly ex-cons. But there's starting these channels that are starting to pop up about actual CO officers, and they got some crazy stories. So they need to have some strip bar employees do that as well. That would be a great YouTube channel. I bet their stories would be really out there.
Yeah. That guy is asking somebody, you know about the Red Lion Pub? I know about I've spent many a night at the Red Lion Pub. I have a funny Red Lion Pub. We used to go to the Red Lion Pub all the time. Some people I went to high school with formed a band after high school, and they used to play there a lot. Riff Raff Kings, if you're from this area and you know who that is, John Carter, J.J. Bauer, and all them. Anyway, they used to play at the Red Lion Pub all the time, and I can't remember if this was a night when they were playing there or just another night when we happened to go there. And I still think somebody did something to me or put something in my drink or something. But we were at Red Lion Pub, and like I said, we'd been there 100 times, and I don't know if I blacked out. I don't know what happened. I woke up in a bed. I still don't know whose bed it was, in a house that I had never been in before, and it was the weirdest. And I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all have drank too much, and you wake up the next morning and your head is kind of foggy, and you spend the first 5 minutes when you wake up going, okay, what did I do? What happened? And in this case, where am I? And I'm looking around, and I had no idea where I was at, no clue. So I get up, I get dressed, put my shoes on, I find the front door of the house, I walk outside, and you have to be in this area to get this part, but I walked outside, and I was in Harrisburg. I was on the corner of I don't even know. I remember standing.
How far is that away from where you are?
Well, it wasn't far, 10, 15 minutes, not far. It's in the
Okay.
same part of town, but it's not it's getting better now, but this wasn't a good part of town back then.
Gotcha.
And I walked outside, and I had no car. And I was like, what is going on? So I got on my cell phone, and this was way before Uber. I called a cab company. And this all happened within like 4 minutes of me waking up. Like, I'm outside. Where am I? I got to call a cab and get out of here. So I called a cab company. They answer, and I'm like, yeah, I need a cab. And they're like, okay, where are you? And I was like, I don't know. And I had to walk. I had to walk to the corner to an intersection where I could see a street sign and say, I'm on the corner of this street and that street, whatever it was. And then I had to wait there for, I don't know, 30 minutes or whatever till the cab got there. And I still don't know what happened. To this day, I don't know whose house that was. I don't know who lived there I know nothing. I spent all day calling like the people I was with the night before, and I think they were like, "You just disappeared. We didn't know what happened."
What?
Or something. I have no idea what happened. I don't know who those people were I was with. I don't know whose house that was. I don't know whose bed I was in. I don't know how I got there. But my car was still at the Red Line, so I got the cab man to drive me to the Red Line or whatever, and that was that. But Red Line Pub.
What was the last thing you remember?
Well, I remember being at the Red Line and all that. And the only reason I can't remember, I can't remember if we were there because that band was playing. The only reason I can't remember that is because of how long ago it's been. At the time, I knew why. When I woke up the next morning, I knew I was at Red Line the night before and why I was there and all that. I can't remember it now, but
yeah.
At some point during the night, I don't know if I guess I must have just blacked out. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, and I woke up, I had no idea where I was.
Did you meet any of the people that were in the house, or was there nobody there?
No, there was people all over the place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there must have been 7 or 8 people there. There
Did they say anything to you?
They were asleep. This was like 7 in the
okay.
morning. I woke up. It was like 7 in the morning. The sun was just coming up or whatever. There was people in the bed I was in, and I was like, "What in the world? What is going on here?" And then, you know, I walked out of the bedroom, and there was people on the couch, and like a guy asleep on the dining room table, and then, you know, a girl asleep on the kitchen floor, and I'm like, "What in the hell?"
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on here? I couldn't get out of there quick enough. I was like, "What is this?"
I just thought of this other Tinder story. So I matched up. This might have been actually the first one. I had forgotten about this one. I think this was actually the first one that I matched up with. Anyway, so she lived. Where did she live? I think she lived in Georgia somewhere. I don't remember the city. This has been 6-7 years ago, something like that. So she lived in Georgia, something like that, and we started talking, exchanged numbers, all that stuff, and she wanted to come up and meet me, like at my house, and I was actually I don't remember all the details, but for some reason I was comfortable with it, so I was like, all right, gave her the address, all that stuff, and quick backstory. After my divorce, my brother actually moved in with me. Just kind of, he knew I was going through a rough time, so he was kind of helping me out. So keep that in mind. So I had her come up and meet me, and I actually had my brother kind of looking out the window just to kind of give me the precursor of what to expect. I didn't, because I didn't want, some crazy person or a bunch of people showing up and getting robbed or whatever. So I had him looking out the window to see, what the deal was whenever she pulled in. So she pulled in, got out the car, and I promise you, he turned around and looked at me. He's like, dude, she is ugly. I was like, oh no. Cause in the picture, she, they sent, it kind of looked like her when I finally saw her, but she did something to the pictures. I don't know what. And I don't know what these people are thinking, especially if they know they're going to meet you. Like, I guess they're hoping that you're like super attached to them to the point where it won't matter what they look like. But it did matter. Like I said, I felt bad for her, just like the other one. I let her come in, we hung out, but I mean, that was, I will never forget the look on his face, and when he looked around and gave me the kind of shook his head, kind of, whenever you shake your head in shame, whenever you bend your head, that's what he did. He turned around, bent his head down, shook his head. He's like, dude, she is ugly. I was like, you're messing with me. Because I saw her pictures. He's like, nah, man. So he was right. She was, oh, man. That was a bad one.
Yeah,
that was
funny.
A bad one. Yeah.
Jesse J, thank you for the super chat. And I'd like to point out that Jesse J left a super chat without the word Raj in it.
Oh no!
I'm both disappointed and amazed both at the same time. But he says, just tell Ballard to cup his hand, man up, and grab the peach meat. See where it goes.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh
whatever.
boy, Ballard, trying to do this man a favor. Trying to get him set up with something, and he can't even be bothered to show up on the show.
Hey, but maybe in the future we're gonna have, it turns out to be this crazy love story. They get married and be like, "Hey, remember whenever we were all talking with Uncle Lou and he was getting him on Tinder?" And that'd be a great story, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, they could tell their grandkids one day, "Yep, we met. we met because Uncle Lou set us up on Tinder."
We exist. Their kids, we exist because of Uncle Lou.
That's right. That's right.
That'd be a hell of a story.
Slim Shady, thank you for the super chat. He says, rumor is the reason Ballard isn't here is because he met 2 girls and he wanted to see what they could do with a cup. Oh, my God.
Oh, dude.
Oh, my God. I don't know how many people in the comment section are going to get that reference, Slim, but whoever does just threw up in their mouth a little.
Man. I remember when that was the big thing. Like, have you seen this? Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Golly. Man, I had just, oh my gosh, I had gotten over that image and he had to say that. Man. That's one of those images where it takes forever to get out of your head, but to get back in your head, all it takes is one reference, and that's what just freaking happened. Dang.
Yeah. That was, I don't know. I don't even want to
That
talk.
scarred me. That scarred me.
Yeah, that's just, that's.
Why did people make it popular? I know it was, it's kind of like one of those things where you see a wreck and you rubberneck. I know it was along those lines, but man, that was. I wish I'd never seen that.
I don't know. It's serious. Like when I was in like elementary school or middle school, the Faces of Death videos.
Oh yeah.
That was like, okay, it's like, okay, can we make something that's even worse to watch than Faces of Death? Okay, 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yep, they did it. Seriously, like that, like if somebody sees that, I don't care what they've seen, that's got to be at least top 5 worst things, to ever see besides, somebody dying or something like that. But it's way up there. It is way up there.
Yeah. There's some sick people out there.
For real.
Real
Definitely.
Sick people.
What goes into a thought process like that?
I'm a sick individual, but not on that level. Not even close.
No.
I mean, I'm mostly just mentally ill.
You're socially what's the word? Not ill, not awkward. You just don't care for society too much.
Oh, I love society. Oh, it's not that.
Well, as far as the ones that get on your nerves and stuff, you don't.
Yeah, I am easily irritated. I'm easily irritated.
You don't give people 100 chances, like a nice person would. And that's not saying you're not nice. It's just when you're done. You're like, no,
right.
Just stop. Which is actually an attribute that a lot of people wish they had, because they put up with a lot of crap because they can't put their foot down.
Right.
I don't know. But I highly advise people that have never seen that to not Google it. It's not worth it. It will scar you. Stay away from it. Don't do it.
I would love for Ballard to do a reaction video to him watching that for the first time.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That one would go viral.
Like, I don't want to see the video. I don't want to see the video again, but I would love to just watch Ballard watching the video for the first time.
Yeah. He'd probably have to say some prayers.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd be asking for God's forgiveness like for the next week.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna get out of here. I have a lunch date with a buddy of mine from high school today. I'm excited about it. I get to go out and
there you go.
Socialize.
Well, I appreciate you having me on, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling in. You saved the day with Ballard being a no-show, so I appreciate that, buddy.
No problem, man.
All
Anytime.
Right. Have a good weekend. Gold and Blue Dude. You guys make sure you subscribe to him if you haven't already. He's a West Virginia fan. Puts out a ton of content. Gold and Blue Dude. Check him out on YouTube. All right. I think that's going to do it for the week here on the morning show. I think, let me see who the winner is here. I think it's, is it Mike Reiser again? Yes. Mike Reiser, you are the winner again, sir. You are the winner again. So sometime between now and Monday morning, just send me another picture that you want to put up here by the schedule here. And we'll stare at it all next week. Shout out to Slim Shady, Mike Reiser, and Rob Dog for supporting the show this morning over on the PayPal page. With the Super Chats, we had Travis Collins, Golden Blue Dude, Scott Kerr, Mountaineer Mike, Lizard Circus, Slim Shady, Jesse J, Raj, Slim Shady. Slim says, those same two girls offered to treat Ballard to a blue waffle. I need to figure out a way through Skype or Zoom or maybe even StreamYard or something I'm going to have Ballard on. And he can have his email pulled up or something, and I'll send him some of that stuff, and we can see his reaction when he sees it. That guy says we need weekend shows. Yeah. During the football season, I spend so much time doing this on the weekends. So when it's not the season, I do other things on the weekends, like, whatever. But yeah, I'm at my limit for live shows right now. Steve M, thank you for the super chat. He says, God bless y'all. Have a good morning. Love you, Lou. Peace. Yeah, have a good weekend, Steve. Appreciate you supporting the show, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Golden Blue Dude says, everybody will never look at me the same. Oh, boy. All right. I had a great week here on the morning show this week. I appreciate all of you tuning in and hanging out with me for a couple hours every morning. Appreciate everything you guys do. I'll be getting back on these schedule videos maybe tomorrow. Well, maybe today. I might have time to do one this afternoon. And then if I don't have to go to Atlanta tomorrow, if my son's soccer game gets canceled tomorrow, then tomorrow and Sunday too. But it may be Sunday before the next scheduled video comes out, or it could be today or tomorrow. It just depends. But it was Sunday at the latest. And I got about 15 more lined up to do already. So and I think I'm going to knock, I might do 2. I'm probably going to do 2 a day this coming week to try to knock some of these out. Again, I could tell you why there hasn't been much going on with those this week, but not too many of you would care what the excuse is. You just, it doesn't matter what the excuse is. Just start making the videos, Lou. I'm working on it. It's been a stressful time for your boy Uncle Lou the last couple of weeks. I'm good, though. As long as I got you guys, I'll be good. As long as I got y'all, I'll be good. All right. I hope y'all have a good weekend. And we'll do it again next week. Have a good morning.
It's a trap!